Hi guys, welcome back. I hope you've all had an amazing week. I have had a bit of an interesting week here and a little bit upsetting because I lost more than half of my footage. Yay! So today, as a result, today's going to be a little bit of a shorter video, but there's still jam-packed full of cleaning motivation for y'all, which is what this channel is about anyway. So I hope that you stick around, enjoy. So if you're new to my channel, hi and welcome. It's so nice to have you here. My name is Maya. I am a stay-at-home mum in Australia with a 6-year-old daughter. I live with my husband and our retired greyhound Tom, who you will see come in and out of footage quite often. He's a bit of a shadow and a mummy's boy and he likes to help me out. I post weekly videos on here for cleaning motivation, decluttering motivation, and a little bit of a room upgrade occasionally, mostly on the cleaning front though. If that is something you're interested in, please remember to subscribe. Any support on my channel is very much appreciated and I would love to have you here and coming back to see more videos. If you haven't as well, check out my Instagram. I post on there almost daily, or most days, and we'll also include little sneak peeks of upcoming videos and sharing all of my favorite cleaning products and home products and items like that. So jumping into it, the main thing we're going to be doing today on this video is dealing with the bathroom and giving it a good thorough scrubbing. I have been neglecting the bathroom a bit lately. It's usually part of my morning Monday through Friday routine to keep it clean and at least a wipe over, but because if you saw my last video, the little one was unwell and at home and kind of needed my attention, so during that time I neglected all those sort of daily tasks. So now I'm playing catch up and trying to get back on top of it, and the bathroom was just absolutely disgusting. It was really super gross, guys. So we are going to be focusing primarily on that, going through, giving it a deep clean. I'm also going to be pushing up some new linen that I got from a company called Pillow Talk. Absolutely love it. They're brightly colored and I will give you a quick rundown of why I chose those colors when we get to that part. But I'm starting off with scrubbing out my sinks using the Rubbermaid scrub brush and getting in and cleaning those drains as well. So let's just get into it. So here I'm just putting down the 2 sink drains. I do also put these down our floor drains as well as the kitchen drain. Sometimes I flush them down the toilet area as well. A product called Actizyme Unblocker. Just pick it up from your supermarket, but I really love these pellets. They last a really long time as well, which is great, but they essentially are breaking down the organic waste in your drains and your UE bends, that kind of thing, to avoid buildup. If you do it frequently, it does help avoid buildup. It means it eliminates those smells that you kind of get in those drains that just sit there and are really gross. But they do take a couple of days to actually achieve what it is that you're trying to do. So using them regularly will keep the drains unblocked and odor free. I love them because they're non-toxic, they're environmentally safe, they are naturally activated enzymes, so as soon as they hit the water, that's when they activate. And because they are non-toxic and environmentally safe and caustic as well, it means that they are safe for children and pets. So if they do spill, which I'm very careful that they don't, but if they ever do, I don't have to be too concerned about where Neve is or where our retired greyhound Tom is if he goes and sniffs it. So yeah, I just really love this one and I thought I would share that. But the key is to be consistent. Consistency is key. So with cleaning my toilets, I always put the cleaning product in, like the bleach or whatever it is, cleaning product in, let it sit for a few minutes whilst I wipe down the rest of the toilet, like exterior, and then give it a bit of a scrub and then let it sit again so it can continue working before scrubbing again. But I'm having issues with the toilet brushes that we currently have, and I would like an alternative solution. So if there's any recommendations out there on toilets that cleaners that you use, or toilet brushes specifically that anyone uses that you'd recommend, please shout out, leave a comment, let me know, because I'd really like to update ours. Having said that though, I know you can get the Clorox ones with the disposable scrubbing pads, which are great, but I'm not interested in those ones specifically because I'm trying to diminish the amount of waste we have in a house and trying to transfer as much as I can over to the environmentally friendly cleaning options and reusable, and just the amount of the cleaning pads that come off of those brushes in with my current goals, I guess, is what I'm getting at. But any other toilet brush solutions, anyone that has tried, please let me know, send me a link. I'd be really interested in what y'all have to recommend. And then moving into the in the shower there, as you saw, I'm using a general purpose surface cleaner and scrubbing down the grout on the floor, and then using the shower to fill up the mop bucket ready for the mopping. So before mopping the floors, I always go through and mop our walls. We have floor to ceiling tiles, and I just find that that's the easiest way to clean them, is to use the same surface cleaner or a tile cleaner and do the walls before I do the floors, because I don't want any of the foot traffic dirt to end up on our walls. So fun note as well with the cleaning bucket. I don't know if anyone else has moments like this. I'm sure you'll do, when you kind of like figure out suddenly one day, have a bit of an epiphany and go, oh my goodness, I was making my job so much harder for myself than I had to. Either way, this particular day I had one of those. I realized, so I've always filled my mop bucket with hot water and the cleaning product in the laundry. The laundry is downstairs. Our bathroom is upstairs. So essentially I've been filling this giant bucket full of hot water and cleaning liquid and then lugging it up the stairs. And then when I've finished, I've been lugging it back downstairs to empty out in the laundry sink. And this day I finally had the epiphany of, I have a shower upstairs with the rosette. Also, I have a toilet upstairs I can empty it into. So it has taken me this long to kind of register and go, oh, that's going to make my life easier. Carry an empty bucket up, fill it up using the shower, and then empty it into the toilet, carry down an empty bucket. But, you know, the doing. And these are the new towels I mentioned, so that I've picked up from a company called Pillow Talk. So I've spent a very long time trying to find some colours that I like, that aren't too in your face or too pastel, or like a nice blend somewhere between, like a sort of a more vibrant pastel-y base, that also complement each other really nicely in the colours that I've chosen, which are clay, pink and mustard. The reason I've chosen these colours though is because I think people have accidentally used each other's towels previously, because we get confused with where we've hung them up, and this will help avoid it. So we all have our own colour based on our favourite colours. So it's very clear, quick and easy to see which is your towel, and you know that you're the only one using it. Then the bath mat or floor mat I've put down there, the white and grey zigzag, is one that I've had for a very long time. It is quite stained, so I need to either soak it or get a new one to go in with the towels. But I kind of like the pattern contrast between the like triangle shapes on the towels and the zigzag on the bath rugs, so I'm not sure if I'm going to get a new one or if I'm just soak that one and see if I can give it an extra life. And then this giant box, which is what the towels came in, I am now using just to start collecting together the items that we've recently decluttered that need to go to Goodwill, and then putting the box at the back there, so whilst we continue decluttering our clothing items, now that we're changing season, we can throw them in as we go. So I'm about to go get Neve from school pickup, so I thought I would just grab this puree out the freezer and put it in the microwave to start defrosting for later. And now we're back from school run, just closing everything off because it's getting dark, and going to start her dinner. So her dinner tonight is essentially mac and cheese, I guess that's what we call it at home anyway. But what I'm actually putting in instead of butter to make the roux and make it thick is a veggie, bean and lentil puree. So I've got that made in bulk, and then it works really well through winter and through summer as well as a veggie base for all of her sauces, for any soup bases, that kind of thing. But I do try to sneak veggies into everything she eats, so this is essentially a veggie mac and cheese dish, and she absolutely loves it. But it's yeah, really easy, fast, great sort of midweek meal for her. Has leftovers that I can also keep in the fridge and send to school with her in her little hot canister, or freeze for her later on as well. And yeah, it's just turned into one of her favorites basically. So when I scoop it back in, I use the scoop just because it also adds in some of the starch to make the sauce a bit thicker. And then this is where obviously I differentiate depending how she's feeling and how other people will see it. So it's extra saucy, and I do that just because I figure the extra sauce that's in there equals more veggies that she is eating. And then this is much later on. Neve has already gone to bed, fast asleep. Tim has headed up to bed as well to get some sleep before work the next day. And so I thought I'd just go through and do a bit of a relaxing after dark clean. So I'm going to sign off here and just play some background music, and I hope you have genuinely enjoyed this week's video. Thanks again for coming along. If you're new here on the way out, please remember to subscribe to my channel. Any support is very much appreciated. Otherwise, I hope you found this motivational. Have an amazing week, guys, and I'll see you all next week for the next video. Bye.